Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This evening with the release of Always Autumn, I thought I'd put a butternut squash together. So this is the die set. My one is a DT sample, so yours will come packaged with the instructions and what have you, whereas my one isn't like that. So basically this is the die set. My one is in 2 halves, just so I can sort of keep the pieces of each project together. So this side makes the acorn, and then this side makes the butternut squash. Now, I have shared my samples previously when it launched on Hobby Maker. I believe it was last week on Tuesday, I'm going to say. If you haven't seen those, please do head over to the Tonic Studios official Facebook page, and you will see them under Rosh's Craft Corner, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I posted it on that from that Facebook account. So it's quite a straightforward die set in terms of what you need. It's a little bit more, you have to be kind to your glue when you're making this, because there is 10 sections to glue together, like 10 panels for the top and 10 for the bottom, and then you've obviously got your decorative elements. But with this particular die set, you don't really get any verso dies. All these dies, they actually cut into your card, and there's a variety of things, like you've got mushrooms, you've got leaves, and just a few more other bits here. So this is this die set is really very autumnal, obviously, always autumn, and it's an incredible die set, and very spacious, shall we say. You can get quite a lot packed into one of these. So this evening I am going to making the butternut squash. As everyone's been saying, oh my god. So that's basically what I'll be making, and I've cut everything out, so I'll show you exactly what you need to be able to make this. So within this die set you have 2 decagons. One is for, you know, pattern, like you can cut out a decorative panel, and the other one, the larger one, is what you need for this. So you need 4 of these, because you'll need 2 for the top and 2 for the base. You need 1 of these, which is going to make the stem on your butternut squash. You need 1 of these, and there's a really clever way of putting this together. So I don't know if you can see, but there is an actual like dot there that will appear. It's a deboss just there, and you've got the same dot on this. So basically when you construct this, you're basically going to glue it starting there, so you know exactly how this goes together, the stalk goes together. You need 10 of these. I have already burnished mine. Usually when it's a straight line I tend to burnish the tabs, and when I have semicircle tabs I just tend to do it with my hands. So you need 10 of these, like so, and then you need 10 of these. And again, I've already burnished all of mine. So you've got 10 of those, and then you've got 10 of those, and then you need, if you are decorating it, you need 10 of these, which is the decorative panel. So you can use patterned paper, or you can use plain card if you want, just to kind of layer on top of your main panel. And then you need 10 of each of these. So it's basically going to go like so on your panel. So you need 10 of each of these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the decorative pieces out of the way because we're not using those at the moment. I'll move that out of the way as well. We're going to be using 2 of these for now, so I'll move those 2 out of the way. And I've just cut out some of these acorns as well. I've cut out 4 because I'm going to use them to create my ribbon ends. So I'm just going to basically glue 2 of them together like that, and they're just going to kind of hang, but I'm going to do that in the at the very end. So I'll put those to one side. If we start, oh, and you need either, I've got 2 here, I always cut things in 2s, but you just need one of these just to go on top of your stalk or your stem. So you need one of those. Okay, so let's start with this one here. I'll move those out of the way, and I've just cut out some of these leaves as well, a couple of those that I thought I could decorate on the top with. So what we are going to do is basically we are going to glue. So if I do it on this one, we're going to basically glue these tabs, these large tabs, we're going to glue them against each of these edges. Very similar to how we made the fairy houses. So if you've had them before, they're quite straightforward in terms of gluing. And I think it's when you get to the side tabs, you know, you have to be kind to your glue. So let's start gluing these pieces together. I am going to apologize because of the shadow. Unfortunately, it is the evening, it is really dark outside, and I'm using my light and it's not great. So let's just apply some glue onto these. So just make sure you butt things up and things align evenly. And make sure you butt it right up to that score line there and gently press down. You're basically going to do this all the way around. It is Friday evening and I am on call this weekend. So if I have time, I will see if I can make the acorn tomorrow, dependent on how busy things are. If I can, I will. If I can't, then I apologize beforehand. So you just need to glue these panels down. Just make sure you butt it up like so. Do the next one. I am using, the cardstock I'm using is 216 GSM. You can use 240 for this project. It's not too much of an issue, but I'm just using 216 GSM just so I can kind of manipulate the cardstock a bit better. And I'm hoping that I'm not going to spend a long time on this. I say that's how all my projects start, and it never ends that way. It always ends up taking quite a long time, more like an hour and a half sometimes. So I'm just gonna stick that one in there. Do the next one. we're just working our way around. What I might end up having issues with is while I'm trying to film it, I might need to kutch a little bit. As we say, kutch the baby. And then the last one. Okay, so that's now glued down. So what we now need to do, so this is what it will look like on the other side. You can put your second piece on if you want to now. It's up to you. But I'm going to do it, I think. I might as well do it now. Might as well do it now. And then hopefully they should all still come up without any issues. Just make sure you press it down. There you go. Okay, so the way I tend to do curves on a box is basically I'm going to put glue on all these tabs. You don't have to put glue on these tabs, by the way, if you don't want to, just the semicircle ones if you want to, but I generally do. I apologise if you can hear fireworks. So what I tend to do is I glue my top. You can use pegs if you want for this as well. It can be handy. So if you can align your top like so, press that down, make sure that glue adheres nicely. You can feel it against your thumb or your index finger, and then I work my way down because I find it much easier to do it this way. Obviously it's going to get more difficult when you get to the last few panels, because there is a lot of, you do have to manipulate the card a lot for this particular project, but try and do it how I'm doing it if you can. And this is why 216 is great for this. You can use 240. One of my projects I did use 240. The orange butternut squash, I actually used 240 for that one. So you can, yeah, you can use it, but it's more difficult to manipulate, I would say. So that's why I'm recommending using 216 instead. So just try and press all of those down, like so. Try and tuck your tabs in where you possibly can as well. your own life a little bit easier. Right, so we're just going to go all the way around again. And again, I'm going to start at the top and then I'm going to work my way down. I don't think my cats like the fireworks. I don't think many animals do actually. Like I said, you will need to manipulate it a little bit to obviously be able to stick these tabs down. And we'll do the next one. What I might do actually is just glue these and I'll speed this process up, I think. That might be easier. So this last one is the awkward one, but it is possible because I've made some and I've prepped some too. Just need to make sure it lines up. Get that last two bits to stick down, and then put your hand in and manipulate the card. Okay, so that makes your base. So although this has taken half an hour to do, we are going to then do the next part. So this isn't a quick make by any stretch of the imagination. But sorry, I just needed a drink. Let's do the next part again, same way. Just gonna wipe some of this glue away. We're going to do exactly the same thing, applying glue to these large tabs, and then we're going to just basically work our way around. so those are all stuck down now. So we are then going to put our base piece on, and this will basically cover up all your workings. Line it up the best you can, and then press that down. So we're going to repeat the same process again, and then just glue all the tabs down. And again, what I will do is speed up this part because you've already seen me do that side. So I will speed this up so you don't have to watch me glue these down. So with this one, again, you are basically buttoning it up to that line. And then you're just going to hold that. Just make sure it's aligned. Just hold that so it grabs. And then work your way down again. Okay, so you're just going to basically go all the way around and do exactly the same. So now we are finally putting the last piece together. So again, just make sure everything lines up. Okay, so that is your this is going to be your top. So basically what happens is these, make sure all these tabs, that's basically how it goes together, like so. So now what we are going to do is, we're coming up to an hour. So what we are now going to do is, okay, I'm going to do it that way. We're going to decorate the panels. So we're going to start with this bit. This is obviously a lot of repetitive work. So obviously when you make yours, you'll take lots of time to make sure everything glues and you get to hold everything really well. I'm just doing it quickly for the purpose of the video. Okay, so that is the top of the butternut squash made. So now we're going to do exactly the same and decorate the bottom. So I'm just gonna bear with. So it basically sits like so. Nice sturdy, huge, big box. Let's do this piece. So as I said, you have this dot there which will align with this piece here. So what you need to do is go along and burnish these score lines here. Give them a good burnish. Okay, so then you are going to take them all out again and then fold them in and burnish those score lines there. And now would be a good time to stick this hexagon on. I'm going to do that now. While it's flat. That moved, that has moved. Okay, so we are basically going to go around, and if I apply glue to all of them, this makes it easier really. Okay, so we are just going to go around and then basically just stick them down. And then what I'm basically going to do is just go in with my tweezers, and then just give them a good press down, make sure the glue has stuck. And then, as I mentioned before, that circle, just go back to find that, push them out, push all these tabs out, because what you are going to do is basically go around all these tabs and apply some glue. And then just remember which one is your circle. My one is right there. And all I'm going to do is just place this over the top, like so. And then literally going to press that down. And then that is going to sit on top. So let's pick our good side. And this side seems okay to me. So let's go with this side. I'm just going to stick my stalk on here. Like I said, you can add the smaller decagon, and then obviously just place it where you feel it's in the right place. I'm happy with that position in there. Yeah, that's fine with me. And then just got the last few pieces to add on. All I'm going to do is just apply some glue onto these bits here. Stick that down. Then do the same again here. And then stick that down. And then I did cut out this tag, but I'm not going to use it because I'm not really feeling the shine to it. So bear with, I'm just going to stick that bit down. Okay, so then that's stuck down, and then I'm going to get some ribbon and that should be enough. So all I'm going to basically do is, I said that was going to be my front, so I'm just going to get some ribbon, and then I am going to tie it into a bow. Not making it neat or anything. Right. Oh, bear with. Let's put this back on. Perfect. Okay, right, let's start that again. Push it down as far as it will go as well, because it will, there is, you know, you'll feel the tension when you've got it all the way around. So my one's going to be this way. So let us tie a bow around it. then I'm just going to, this bow isn't really going to move very much, so I'm going to just make it a little bit slower, smaller, not slower, like so. And then I'm going to trim off a little bit. And then all I'm going to do is sandwich 2 of these. Hopefully this will work. And then we're going to sandwich that one like so. And that is my butternut squash. I'm so sorry this has taken so long to make, but please remember, you know, you need to be kind to your glue. I've sort of rushed it. If it was a sample that I was making, I'd probably take a bit more time to make sure everything is stuck down really well. And yeah, I probably would have taken a bit more time with it. So that is the butternut squash. I hope this is helpful for you. I hope you are inspired and will be able to make one and post it on the group. It will be amazing to see. As I said, I've used the papers that I've used is pistachio green with rose pink and some patterned paper that I had from a paper pad, I think is a Crafter's Companion one. Okay, so thank you so much. As you can see, it is huge. It's quite a big, substantial make. If we open it up, you can see how big it is on the inside. You can get quite a big gift in there, a perfume bottle, a small bottle of wine perhaps, but hopefully this has inspired you. And just remember, a butternut squash does not have to just be orange. Let your creativity flow, and you do it how you want to do it. You do it in whatever color you want to do it. Whatever goes, it's absolutely fine. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will try and see if I've got time to do the acorn tomorrow, but please do like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below if there's anything you are if you've got any questions, or if you have any positive comments, feedback. I don't mind whatsoever. So thank you so much again, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.